In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to take a look at something that we looked at on the channel here almost 10 years ago, talking about the Cold Steel Trailhawk. Now, this is not the one we looked at 10 years ago. This is one I bought a couple of weeks ago because when I first looked at this, I really liked it a lot. And I thought it'd be worthwhile to see if I still liked it as much after having the opportunity to review a lot of different axes and tomahawks over the years. And I got to tell you right off the bat, there's a couple things I'm disappointed about this, and we'll talk about that as we get into the video. So anyway, that's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video where it's Saturday, we take a look at something sharp. And as I said, today we're going to take a look at this Cold Steel Trailhawk. And before we do that, let me pay a couple of bills here. Today's video is sponsored by HAWG holsters, the concealed carry holster I carry every single day of my life. HAWG holsters are made in the USA in Arizona, and they are without a doubt the most comfortable concealable holster I've ever tested. Once I found HAWG, I just stopped looking. So you can save 10% on your order at HAWG holsters over 20 bucks by using the coupon code Survival on Purpose, all one word. That's hawgholsters.com. Thanks to HAWG holsters for sponsoring today's video. Okay, we're back. Here's the Cold Steel Trailhawk. As I said, I looked at one of these about 10 years ago here on the channel. It's the first tomahawk I ever tested and reviewed, and I liked it a lot. I wound up giving that one away because somebody else really wanted it. So I bought myself a new one about 2 weeks ago, and I thought I would check it out and see if I still liked it. So why don't we get down to the old stump top? We'll start talking about the specs of this thing. We'll get to doing a little bit of that tomahawk stuff, and then we'll probably get a little scientific and test the balance of this one. Okay, here's the Cold Steel Trailhawk. This features a 23-ounce total weight, has a 2 1/4 inch cutting edge of 1055 steel with a hardened hammer pommel, a 22-inch American hickory handle. And this model, like most of the Cold Steel Tomahawks, comes with a little set screw in here. I've removed this one because it's really not necessary. I also bought from a third party a Kydex sheath for this thing. Cold Steel makes one, but theirs is some kind of Cordura. They call it, I don't know, something X, Drive X or something, I don't know. But I like that one, so I bought that. I'll put a link to both these in the video description below. This is a good time to tell you a couple things that I'm a little disappointed about on this, and we'll go ahead and get that out of the way right now. So first of all, you can see I've been using this a little bit. I'm a little disappointed with the edge. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see that grind, but the grind is just really not even. It doesn't even, the bevels don't even meet up here on this end, barely meet here. It's like a little higher here, I mean the final edge. So it certainly needs a little work there, but that could be easily corrected with a good stone. So that is one of the things I'm not too thrilled about. And the other one is, while this thing does have, as you can see, pretty straight grain, the grain is oriented kind of crossways on the handle, and I think it'd be a lot better if the grain was going this way, in line, kind of parallel with the head. That just seems to make it a lot stronger and less likely to break, in my humble opinion. But that being said, let's get to doing some of that tomahawk stuff. Okay, so I'm from the Atlanta area, and the Atlanta Braves have this thing called the tomahawk chop. At least they used to. That may be culturally insensitive now for all I know. But we're gonna try to do a little chopping with this thing, and I've got my chopping test medium here. Just try to chop out as much wood as it would take to maybe cut down a small sapling or something, because this is not really designed to build a log cabin or to fell a forest of trees, but it's just a good woods tool. So let's just see how well she works. We'll just start here. Try to keep my chopping medium from bouncing around. I could hit what I'm shooting at. Okay, we're gonna call that done, and you can see it chopped out a pretty good bit. Very comfortable to use. The shape of the handle's good. The head's light enough, it doesn't get fatiguing, but yet it's got enough momentum to really do a little chopping. And if you are somebody who's so inclined as to criticize my test medium and think maybe I should have done this or I should have done that, well, do me a favor, post a link to your video below, and we'll see, show me how you think I should have done it. Okay, so what about some camp type splitting tasks? So here is a piece of wood already split like you might find in the wild. We'll just go ahead and see what we can do with that. And I like to do that evil batoning thing. Once we get it started, we can do that. Works pretty good. You can do it like this, but that'll get you sent home from a loan. Okay, let's see how well this thing carves. And this is the interior of the wood, so hopefully it's dry. And let's just see if we can carve some curls here. And this is where that little less than wonderful edge really tends to cause a little bit of a problem, because it's just not really sharp there. It could definitely be sharper. So can't give the edge a whole lot of bragging, but reach down into my storage and get the old Fatwood that's been in outdoor storage here for about 10 years, still doing fine. Let's see if we can scrape off a little bit of that. Let's get down here and see if we can get some of that fresh orange. Ooh, man, got to get past this oxidation on the outside. And oh man, can you smell that? Just smell that. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. So let's see if we can carve some Fatwood. And really, not that great. So I don't know if we can scrape any Fatwood. The only thing on the whole head that looks like it might scrape is the very corner there of the hammer pommel. So we can try that. Let's just see if I can get it where you might can see it. All right, so yeah, sort of. Back in storage with you. Let's see. You know where we're going with this, right? So we'll try the same technique with the ferro rod. See, I don't think this is gonna, those sparks are not gonna make it all the way down there. It's too far away. And I've tried this several different ways to get this to work. I can't do it, so here's the only way I can seem to get good sparks off this thing, is just use the actual cutting edge. Oh, finally. So, there you go. Okie dokie, that was some hopefully reasonable practical testing of the cold steel Trailhawk. And I think chopping, this one did pretty much as good as the original one I tested. Again, this edge didn't really have a whole lot to do with that. With a little better edge, it might have helped chop a little bit better, but typically it's probably good enough for chopping. It did pretty good for splitting. I mean, Tomahawks don't really have a wide wedge-shaped head for splitting, but it did pretty good. Once it gets in the wood, it kind of opens up. So pretty good for splitting some dry wood. It you can baton the heck out of it. It's a hardened hammer pole, so not a problem there. It started kind of falling down when we got to the sharpness kind of stuff. The carving, just trying to use this as a one tool option, kind of just really wasn't there. Again, just a little bit of work would straighten that up, and I'm going to. I just wanted to show you how it is out of the factory. And by the way, these are made over in the country of Taiwan, but the didn't do that great on the carving. It really, the only place I could do any kind of scraping was right there. That's kind of an edge, and there's nothing on here that will scrape a ferro rod. So again, a little file will take care of that. So altogether, I think so far I'm liking it as much as I did the first one, with the caveat that it needs a little work on the edge. This grain, again, it's really straight. It's going across here. I think it'd be better if it was parallel with the head, but probably not a big deal, right? So now, as you know, here at Survival on Purpose, we are all about the science. And to that end, we maintain a state-of-the-art, cutting-edge knife testing and blade testing facility. And one of the tests we like to put all our bladed implements through, at least most of them, is the balance, orientation, and rotation device to test the aerodynamic balance of these things. So I think it would be just remiss of me if I didn't do that. Remiss, how you like that word? You know I made this whole video just to do this, don't you? So let's just see how she goes. Whoop, 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 whoop. Uh-oh. We hit that one. We hit that one just a little crooked and it came loose. That's all it takes to tighten it back up. And I'll notice that it didn't have any issues with actual chopping. So let's. Same thing, I kind of drop kicked it and actually hit the handle first. So we're gonna get a little bit closer to you. Is that okay? That's 3 in a row. You want to keep going until we miss? Let's try that. Oh, 5 in a row. Let's get all scientific again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh. One more time, we'll wrap this sucker up. Okay, really one more time this time. Just wanted to get a little better hit. Okay. We're gonna call this some balance. I'm gonna wrap up this review of this cold steel Trailhawk. Bottom line, do I still like it? Yes, I do. So I hope this has been somewhat informative and marginally entertaining. I really appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.
Sand in my shoes, sand in my hair, sand in my shorts, Lord, I got sand everywhere. But the sky is blue, and I'm here with you, so everything is cool as it be. Sun beating down on my pale skin. I forgot the sunscreen, yes, I burn again. But the sky is blue, and I'm here with you, so everything is cool at the beach. At the beach everything just moves a little bit slower. The high point of the day is when the sun goes down. Expectations just seem to be a little bit lower. Look at this cool shell I just found. Salt stings my eyes when I try to swim. A big wave rolls in, knocks me down again. But the sky's still blue, and I'm here with you. So everything is cool as to be. Say the sky's still blue, and I'm still with you. Everything is cool as to be. Everything is cool as to be.